Hello, welcome to my channel. This is Robin. Today I'm wearing glasses because I'm not doing makeup on my face, but I'll be doing makeup on my friend's face. Her name is Claire and she has such a huge interest in makeup, but she's just lost where to begin with. Please welcome Claire.
Hi everyone, my name is Claire. This is my first time to be in a video of my friend Robin. First look, we were going to make a natural makeup look. Natural like for a daily, we can go outside for daily use.
This is a balancing toner from Elixir. It's one of the Shiseido brand. It's highly enriched with hydration and moisturization. It's beautiful toner. And next I'm going to use this night repair from Estee Lauder.
My favorite.
Yeah, you're working for Estee Lauder, isn't it?
Yes, I am.
So
I must have. Yeah.
Yeah, so tell me more about this Estee Lauder, the repair serum.
This serum is the first serum I started using 4 years ago. Just after 1 year, I wouldn't call it magic, but I was really amazed because the overnight radiance and the instant hydration and also the makes my skin look so healthy and glowy. I love the result. Then from that day on, I use it every day and night.
So this product can be worn day and night time?
Yes. It's called night repair serum, but we can also use in the daytime because it will prevent our skin from environmental assault in the daytime, like pollution, microdust, secondhand smoke, even the car waste. And also it will repair our skin at nighttime.
Wonderful. Okay, next will be a moisturizing cream. I'm going to use Shiseido Energy Essential Moisturizing Cream.
I feel all the products absorb fast on my face.
I think your skin is pretty dry, isn't it?
Right. I thought it looks oily, but actually it's dry inside, right?
So it's dehydrated.
And for this video, I just applied micro essence this morning. Then I came out.
Just wonderful. And what I can recommend is for someone who has very dehydrated and dry skin that looks oily during the daytime.
Yes.
You can really work a lot on this hydration because the skin needs hydration, and you can seal and lock it with some little bit of moisturizer or an oil. So what I like to do is I'm gonna layer several layers of toner.
Several layers of toner.
Yeah,
okay.
that doesn't contain any alcohol. Like example, rose water. Rose water is fantastic, or chamomile water, or calendula water from Kiehl's. It's just wonderful. It works beautifully, especially on dehydrated skin. And once you layer it several times, I usually go with 5 or 7 times.
Okay.
Then you can just use your facial oil and thick and balm moisturizer to just seal and lock all the water hydration. And right now the skin is almost ready. I'm going to apply a little bit of primer from Laura Mercier. This is Pure Canvas Primer. It's hydrating primer. Yeah, it's very lotion-like a texture, and I really love this primer. I always use this primer because it really, you can feel it. It's very gliding,
very
hydrating.
Smooth. Yeah.
It just literally glides over the skin. So for someone who has dehydrated skin, moisturizing primer instead of mattifying primer is a better option. Also, what I like about this primer is that it's silicone free, so it won't clog any pores, or it won't make your skin can even breathe. It feels lightweight, and it just makes the skin perfectly tacky, so your foundation goes on beautifully next.
Speaking of pores, maybe we need to cover my pores on my T-zone later.
Yeah, I can see a little bit of pores around here and around here, and I'm going to use a brush to apply foundation because these kind of minor pores can be perfectly concealed by using a flat brush.
Okay.
And pores, it's actually a challenging part for every makeup artist because some makeup artists, they may find it's difficult to cover or conceal the pores. So they might use a silicone primer to just
make it smooth, to fill up the pores, right?
yeah, just totally fill up the pores and physically smooth. But I prefer to use a liquid foundation and a flat brush, and reduce the appearance of pores, and that way is more skin friendly I feel, because your skin still can breathe without being clogged. So the skin is ready, and I'm going to apply a foundation with this Makeup Forever 108 brush. And this 108 brush is totally flat because I have already made this brush totally flat, and I'm gonna share another video soon how to make this foundation brush so perfectly flat, just like this. I have several other foundation brushes and concealer brushes that are just totally perfectly flat.
We don't need to put any serum to mix with the foundation.
No, not at all.
Because some people were worried while applying the foundation will dry out, or it doesn't attach to our skin.
We already did enough moisturizers and primers, so it'll stick perfectly. And this foundation brush is perfectly flat, so you can just literally lay the brush to the skin and make it perfectly fit.
There will be no print, brush print.
Not at all. And clear skin is mostly flawless, so I'm gonna apply a bare amount of foundation just on the forehead.
Do we need to apply 2 shades or a few shades of foundation for our face, the highlighting area and for those shading area?
Not with foundation.
Okay.
You can do so, but I wouldn't recommend, because we can always do highlighting, contouring by using a different shade of concealer.
Okay.
And I'm going to use this sponge and a setting spray from Estee Lauder. I'm just going to spray to my sponge, and then I'm just going to pat it into the skin. So the reason why I'm patting with a mist on it is because it not only delivers an extra hydration to the skin, it sets makeup. It's just totally, the skin and makeup becomes one. Okay, next I'm going to use a Laura Mercier concealer. This is Ultra Fusion Longwear Concealer. And I'm going to use this concealer to just conceal extra redness around the nose and her blemish here and some other flaws she might have. I'm going to use my brush and look at all this glow. It's a beautiful glow going on the skin.
Such a compliment. You think my skin is flawless. When I look at the mirror, oh my god, so many flaws.
Well, many people think they has a lot of flaws, but in fact, every time I look at them, the 98% of their skin is just perfect.
Ooh.
So don't think your skin is flawed. You see the entire canvas, not just one spot.
I think many of us will focus on the flaws.
Just
but
on the spot.
overall it looks nice.
Yes. And next, around the eyes, I'm going to use this Clear Cushion Foundation. The tone is very red and pinky than the concealer I am using. So this foundation will create very beautiful and even canvas around the eye area. It'll do highlighting. And many people think makeup artists, we never use cushion foundation. That is perfectly incorrect. We love cushion foundation. We use cushion foundations not only on our face, but on our model's face. Because it's not only quick and fast, it's really beautiful formula, it's really hydrating, perfectly moisturizing. It's perfect for everyone in any occasion.
I thought BB cushion doesn't last as long as liquid foundation.
Well, because it has more moisturization, but if you do a perfect, priming steps, then it'll last pretty long. But it may get a little bit oily by the end of the day.
We can do touch up for powder.
Yeah. And can you see just by applying this one layer of cushion foundation how even it is on the eyelid?
Wow, perfectly natural. Because I have near eyesight, I was nearsighted. I thought you were applying lots of product on my face, but after looking in the mirror, it is called natural makeup. Very nice.
And next, I'm gonna do extra concealing. I'm gonna use this Laura Mercier, this concealer duo. And concealing, I'm gonna use a smaller brush. This is a Bobbi Brown eyeliner brush, and I can conceal some small minor spots. So I'm mixing a little bit darker shade, just conceal it perfectly.
Wow.
It just disappears. It is still there, but it's less visible.
Magic.
And if I do my video on myself, I wouldn't conceal so heavily like this. But since we have a guest, I will conceal it just perfectly. And any extra concealer, I'm just going to use my finger. Close your eyes. Apply once again on the eyelid. Create a perfect and even canvas. And right now the skin is extremely moisturized and hydrated.
Yeah, I don't feel any stretch on my face.
Exactly.
It feels very hydrated. Barely feel nothing, like no makeup on my face.
And at this step, I'm going to use this Estee Lauder face powder. This is translucent, but it has a little bit of coverage. So I'm going to use this foundation brush from Chanel. Just setting lightly on the under eye area where necessary. And it has a little bit of coverage, so it'll bounce the light back better.
So the pores are less visible.
Not only less visible, it'll actually highlight this under eye area. And you can really see the different texture of the skin.
Soft matte.
Exactly. You can have yourself a look.
Oh my god.
And the rest of the face, I'll be using this Laura Mercier translucent powder.
I used to think the translucent powder will make my skin look too fair, which I don't want. But after you apply it on my face, I think it's just very natural. Perfect.
Just take away any unnecessary shines and set those concealers. And for someone who has really dry skin, I recommend using loose powder because pressed powder, they are concentrate, they are pressed, so they are very concentrated. So it feels more dry on the skin. But if you use loose powder, they feels more light. And this shine just on the tip of the nose, I'm gonna take away by using my finger with a powder, then dust off, just perfect. So now skin's ready. I'm going to apply a blush and highlighting and contouring. First, I'm going to start by applying a contouring powder which has a lot of gray in it. And I'm going to use this NARS Yachio brush. This is a contouring powder from Peripera. We just bought it actually. So you can also watch my previous contouring video. I'm gonna do a slimming contour for her face. You can apply right above the cheekbone. It creates natural shadow just right here. Then I'm going to use this 144 brush from Makeup Forever. I'm going to take these two shades and do nose contour. And don't forget the tip of the nose. Here, very important. And next I'll be using this NARS blush, Sex Appeal. The placement of blush is just on the apple of the cheek, but it's more close to the center, more just on this area. So when you smile, it's just on the apple of the cheek. This is actually the apple of the cheek for you, but I'm applying just right above the apple of the cheek, so you can create a lifted look, and it really looks lovely. And I'm using Shu Uemura brush number 17. And I can also apply a little bit of shade on the chin area here to bring back warmth, and also around the hairline. It really brings the warmth back to the face. And I'm going to apply same blush color just on the eyelid. So now this eyelid looks more lively than the other side, just by adding a simple touch of color. It's great. It's more browny, slightly more pigmented even after concealing, but here it looks more lively and more rosier. So by using a right shade of product, you can apply less makeup. And less makeup is the key to the natural skin, because the moment you apply too much or thick makeup product, it instantly looks super heavy.
Less is more.
Yes, less is more, definitely. And I'm going to add a simple touch of a little bit of this powder I used earlier. Just applying it once again.
To set the blush?
To highlight.
Oh.
Just extra highlighting.
It's a long shimmering highlighter.
It just instantly lifts this area beautifully. And next I'm going to use this Pure Color NB Lip Gloss from Estee Lauder, shade in 106. And I'm going to add just a hint of color, because this color is just so beautiful, especially for someone who has very purplish lip. It'll bring back the warmth and life. And I'm going to overdraw a little bit. Okay, now lip color is much more lively than before. I'm going to add a simple touch of lipstick. I'm thinking maybe I can add like this one. This is color I cannot remember, so I cannot give any information about this. But I think this is Dior. You can apply from the inside and rub your lips together.
Like ombre lips.
Yeah. Next, I'll be doing eyes and brows. I'm gonna go with a little bit rosy color, just like this lip color, and also complement together with the cheek. So I'm going to use this Whisper of Milky from Peripera. This is an eyeshadow palette that I just
We bought from Watson.
Yeah, we just bought it. So I'm gonna use one of these. Maybe I'm gonna use this color. I'm applying it from near roots of the lashes. Entire lid in a round half moon shape. And layering is key. You can think about blending later. And I'm using Makeup Forever number 10S brush. I'm gonna apply a hint of color just along the lash line on the lower eye. It'll add more romance to the eye. And then I'm taking a smudger brush, just smudging those edges and fading out any lines. Look up for me. And as always, I'm going to use a little bit of loose powder from Laura Mercier just to further blend. Okay, now her eyes looks beautiful, so I'm going to use a little bit more darker shade to just, shape the eye. I'll be using this taupe shade from Shiseido. This is a beautiful shade. You can really shade the eye just so beautifully. It's a very cool toned color, so it can really harmonize together with this eyeshadow. And I'm working this shade from outer corner of the eye. Just fade out.
When I open my eyes, my eyelid covered all the eyeshadow. I feel like I waste my effort.
So that happens pretty often, and it's normal for monolid. Like I do, I have monolid, and all my eyeshadow, they're just simply gone. They're not there. I applied, but they're gone. They're not there. So the tip is you need to looking straight, and then map out. Then you need to blend until the map of the eyeshadow. So example, look straight for me, and then I want to apply eyeshadow until here, just on this area. Then I'm gonna set a map first, and then apply the eyeshadow entirely inside, and use a smudger brush, smudge those edges. Then it looks like a just natural shading.
Okay.
Just like that.
Wow. I can see the difference.
Next, I'm going to use this beige color from Shiseido. This is number 2. And take a small brush. This is a Makeup Forever 8S. I'm gonna work this shade a little bit, the center of the eye. So every moment you open your eyes and blink, it'll shine beautifully. But avoid applying something if you have a chubby lid, like mine. But Claire's eye is pretty slim, so I'm applying on the center of the eye. And I can apply a little bit. Look for me. Look up. Lower eye area here. Okay, it's just so beautiful. It'll really make the eye look special without looking heavy.
Wow. I like the shimmer, subtle, but you can see it's there.
And I'm gonna add a little bit more extra. So I'm gonna use this liquid glitters from Etude House. It has a somewhat golden, green, orange, peach, every color of shimmer and glitters inside. So I'm gonna apply just a little bit. I'm gonna use just an art brush. Just to add a little bit extra glitters. The reason why I'm applying this after this powder eyeshadow is because if you apply glitter alone, it looks just too sudden. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no base, but just out of nowhere there's a glitter.
Yeah, and it may not blend well.
Exactly. So if there's a shimmer base, it just looks like a highlight. Just an extra glamour and cuteness. It's cute. And then my favorite part, I'm gonna do lining, and I need you to keep looking straight for me.
Mm.
I'm just gonna elongate the eye, just like that. I'm drawing it just, elongation of the eye. So in every angle, it looks like an extension of your natural lash line. Then I'm gonna take a smudger brush, soften out those edges, make this liner
Natural.
natural, yes. And I'm gonna work my way in the inner corner of the eye. Look down for me. So I'm applying just on the inner and outer corner.
It's bigger.
And next I'm going to use this Laura Mercier eyeshadow. This is a shade in Cafe au Lait. I'm just going to take a little bit. This is additional style. You can decide to do it and you can decide not to do it. I'm just going to smudge this liner a little bit. And by smudging with an eyeshadow, you're actually setting once again with a powder. So this liner will stays put better and last longer. But you'll need to use really small tiny brush like this one so you won't make any mistake.
Make it more precise.
Yeah, precision is key.
Mm.
And then I'm gonna do eyelashes now. As always, I'm going to use half eyelash curler, and today I'm going to use full lash curler too. Look down for me. And then half eyelash curler. Curl every little lashes. And Claire told me her eyelash curls are unreally lasting, right?
Yeah.
So this is the key and secret of creating long-lasting and beautifully curled lashes. And next, I'm going to use this Dr. Mascara Fixer from Etude House. This fixer will hold your curl for super long time, all day long. So while the fixer getting dried, I'm going to use some eyebrow pencil to draw your brows. First, I'm going to start with Shimmer eyebrow pencil. Follow your natural, hair.
Natural shape.
Yes.
But I feel my eyebrows are not balanced. This right side is higher arch. The left side is more flat.
This side is more arched and the other side is not really arched. I like this side, so I'm gonna balance the other side with this shape.
I also prefer this side.
It's not really balancing here, so a bit lower.
Every morning, this side is easily done, and on the left side, I have to balance I have to make the arch. It's a kind of struggle.
If there's no shade, then yeah. Okay, now it looks better. Then let's move on to mascara. I'm going to use this Lancome Hypnose mascara. Look out for me. Okay, I think we are done. How do you
Perfect.
think?
It's the most natural makeup I have had, but just feel I can barely see my eyes are brighter, they are shining. Perfect.
Thank you for watching.
And don't forget to subscribe, leave your comment below. We'll see you on next video.
She is very professional. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again.
Bye bye.
One is done.
Oh my god, so good. I don't want to remove this makeup. It's my selfie time.